Alright, Oklahoma Bridges here, and I've got the Hallicrafters SX-62 out here on the big yellow topped desk, and it's about 9:30 here in central Oklahoma on a Saturday evening, and we're going to do a little bit of dial surfing here and just see what's kind of going on. And I'll walk through this receiver just a little bit here briefly. This thing is in pretty good shape. It's totally unrestored, totally original, and it's a pretty good little set. It's in pretty good working order. It's very clean too. I'll open the lid here. Let me get the dial pointer back to the left side here. You see the inside there. You can see it's very clean, the underside of that lid, the top side of that lid too. You don't see them much cleaner than this. All the original tubes still. I haven't done a single thing to it. This is just as I got it. All original components inside it still. All the original cloth covered wire is very bright. It does not look like it's been used hardly at all. And it's been kept in a very good climate controlled location too, because it is just super clean everywhere. You see, just looking at the knobs here, everything is real super clean. The only thing that it has that's been replaced is this knob here. It was broken in transit to me, and it's a knob off my S85. Same knob as what's used for here for the tuning. So this thing works 100%. It's a pretty hot little radio too. It is pretty sensitive. And I'll go over the controls real quick here. Of course, this is the station select, the band switch. And I'll go ahead and turn this on so it'll warm up. This it's not marked which band you're on, because that's done by switching which band is lit up. So that's pretty neat. Standby receive switch. In the standby position, it cuts the B+ off to all the tubes, and in the receive, it applies B+ to everything. This is the crystal calibrator, and it produces a tone every 500 kc on the dial scales, so that you can calibrate the pointer at any point. And then this is the noise limiter. We'll probably be using this some this evening. Main tuning dial. There's just one knob. There's no fine tuning or anything, which makes some operations on this receiver a little tricky. You can almost copy single sideband reception using the continuous wave and bringing the selectivity in, and then adjusting the sensitivity and volume controls, but it's almost impossible. Of course, this is the on-off and volume control. And for most reception, I don't ever have the volume control above really about 2. So it's a very sensitive receiver, and it's in very good condition. This right here selects your reception type. There's a RCA jack in the back for phono. FM, we can do frequency modulation on the top 2 bands here. AM, of course, you can do amplitude modulation on all 6 of the bands. And CW for continuous wave. If I was copying code, for instance, or you can sometimes use this to try to tune a single sideband, but as I said, it's very difficult. Selectivity, you can select the selectivity of the intermediate frequency amplifiers from normal, medium, and sharp, and then with a crystal, broad, medium, and of course that's the sharpest position right there, giving the tightest band pass. Very, very nice audio system on this unit. It's a push-pull 6v6, which if you are a guitar person, you know about 6v6 output tubes. The guitar guys love them. They were a very popular tube back in the radio era, though, and just a regular general purpose audio output tube. Bass boost, there's a very good bass boost on this, which we'll hear on the FM bands. Hi-fi, very good, and medium and low for trying to do mostly audio and CW transmission. And then the sensitivity control is your gain on the IF and RF stages. The volume control is your gain in the audio frequency sections. So you can see how these two controls would interact with each other. So this circuit shares a lot of similarities with the SX-42, and they both have a weak spot, and that's on the band selector switch. It does switch B+ in and out on some bands, most notably going from the bottom band to the other bands. These 5 bands all use the 2 RF stages. This band only uses a single RF stage, so the B+ is switched. Also, these top 2 bands use the 10.7 megacycle intermediate frequency strip, whereas these other bands use the 455 kc intermediate frequency strip. So there's some switching going on there. So what I do to minimize wear on the switch is I put the receiver in standby anytime I am switching the band switch, just as a precaution. I know this receiver is all original still, and that's a liability, but it's very, very lightly used, and I continue to use it very, very lightly. It's amazingly good, and it's you know, these things are only original once, so I gotta kind of enjoy it while it's still in this untouched virgin state. Eventually I'll have to do a full restoration on it, because it is a very nice unit, and it's a real pleasure to operate. But let's just do a little bit of dial surfing here and see what's going on. I don't expect a whole lot from this bottom band. I'm not really using a very good antenna for the lower frequencies. But we'll see what's going on. I'll turn off this fluorescent desk light here, and we'll turn on the got a little bit of lightning there. Oops, are we still in CW? We sure are. There we go. Let's make sure everything is set like it's supposed to be. Okay. We'll go ahead and put the noise limiter in. That's without the noise limiter. That's with the noise limiter. down here on this end of the band, each one of these tick marks is 10 kc. On a hum.
Simply Safe Vanity.com. Tulsa's 24-hour news station. Jury has reached a verdict in the Michael Member trial, and he's guilty on all 6 counts. The most comprehensive teen coverage of breaking news in Tulsa. Many of the...
That's 7:40 a.m. out of Tulsa.
Reading their verdict. We respect that verdict. We respect what they've done. I can afford
During the day, right there, you can get a 780 out of Stillwater.
also known as the Medicine Hunter. CNN on track to win the Triple Crown.
Okay, in this part of the band, the marks are 20 kc intervals.
Not even a fog could stop him. And after Larry Comas on NBC,
GHM.org/family.
And now, Pastor Matt Hagee's sermon.
Okay, lower the volume, we'll switch to standby, we'll go up a band, and we'll roll back the other way.
Revelations 8:4, and the smoke of the incense which came. Global health centers and highways for cardiovascular.
Fort Collins. Fort Collins there at 2.5 megacycles. Alright, let's go a little bit quicker here. I don't want to make this too long. This is basically the upper end of the broadcast band there. Okay, back to standby and up a band and back on. Turn the noise limiter off.
Miguel Díaz Canal, de la primera secretaria.
Turn the noise limiter back on.
And mine. So Rufus is Paul's mother. Well, Rufus was his half brother, it appears, in the
Day by day, can't you?
Cognate to our English word for energy. Energía.
Just yesterday. That's when I was born. 85 years.
Pretty good signal there.
Roll back the curtain.
There he is again.
referencia para artistas extranjeros. La ciudad.
There's Fort Collins again. You can just barely hear them.
It's a fearsome task that they undertook, and it did quite.
Coordinated Universal Time again. Okay. Back to standby. Up another band. I don't think there's as much going on up here, so we'll make this fairly quick. So I'd like to get to the FM band. Something there. I don't think they broadcast there anymore. Not a lot going on this band. I'm also going very fast too. You kind of got an idea of which band is the busiest one after dark. Alright. The other bands are pretty dead too, I think. We're just going to go ahead and, oops, go up to the top one here. Select on. We're still in AM reception. That's FM reception there. There's AM, there's CW. Okay, yeah. Okay, there's an FM music station, but I'm receiving it. I'm slope detecting it right now because I'm using AM. I just switched it to FM. There's AM detection.